Dude, let's go. Check it out. I am 33 years old. I am single and I am the happiest and healthiest I've been in my entire life. Okay? Listen to me. I've been in some serious relationships before, totally in love, and that I'm not anymore, right? Not with those women. And guess what happened every single time I was with that? Got out of shape, blew a bunch of money, and lost track and sense of who I was. And you might say, well, that's because you never knew who you were. Dude, I did actually, and that's why I realized I lost sense of who I was, because I stopped being that guy. Okay, being single over 30 in this day and age with no kids is actually a hack. It should be congratulated as not panic marrying the wrong person too quickly. Okay, I'm able to travel, I'm able to do whatever the fuck I want, and I am happy. Okay, I'm healthy, I eat whatever I want, when I want, and you might say that's selfish, but I don't care. Okay, fuck you. If you don't know, you don't know. But if you are single over 30 with no kids, and you're healthy, and you're able to do whatever you actually want, and you cut back on all your bills, dude, it's a blessing, okay? And if you are wanting to meet somebody, don't stress about it, because I'm telling you, these women will leave you the second she finds someone better. For girls, the grass is always greener on the other side. They do regret it. They try to come back to me, and I might have entertained it, for a little bit. Might have fucked her one more time, a few more times, but with no emotion. Okay, none. Okay, just gave it to her raw, and that's it. And kind of just left her like that because I wanted it too, not gonna lie. But you need to, if you are single and over 30, you got to be bettering yourself though. That's the thing. You can't just be kicked back, eating Doritos and playing video games all day. That's not going to help you. That's going to make you worse and less attractive to women, obviously. If you don't know that, then you should. Now you do. If you got to be working out at least. You got to be eating healthy. You got to be doing the right thing. You got to be progressive. You got to actually do things that make you better on a daily or weekly basis at least. If you're not getting better, you're at least staying the same. But staying the same is technically getting worse because other people are getting better, okay? So this isn't about like a self-improvement thing or whatever. I'm talking about being single over 30 is the best, okay? Look where I get to be. Check it out, boys, in the mountains, okay? I do have family, but I live, states away from them right now by choice, because I've always had this, urge to travel, and I'm finally able to do that. Man, when I was in the relationships, man, I wasn't able to do that, and it's hard to find a chick that actually wants to travel and do work and travel things like I'm doing. And if you guys want more advice or tips on how to work and travel and get paid full time while you're doing it, getting employee housing provided for you, let me know, okay? I can make unlimited videos on that. But dude, don't panic marry the wrong person. Don't get into the relationship with the wrong person just because you feel like you're a loser if you're single at 28, 29, 30, 34. Who cares? Okay, I'm 33 years old. I'm from Southern California, big old city, right, close to the beach, all that. But now I kind of checked out of that whole thing, and I'm able to go do what I want. Okay, I'm updating my wardrobe. I'm eating healthy. I'm learning legit new things. I've traveled to the other side of the world. Met some people, of course. Met a woman over there. I could hit her up anytime, and she would reply as soon as she sees it. Because I bring all this energy now. I'm not just lame and being some guy in the corner anymore. Okay, you gotta go do your thing. If you feel like you're being held back by anyone, you gotta go out there. And if you are in a relationship, congratulations. I'm not hating on that at all. Don't get me wrong. Okay, I'm not bashing relationships or women or anything. Okay, girls are great. We need them. It's not about that, dude. Okay, I'm not going in there. Okay, but if you're being dragged down by her, and she always needs some entertainment, whether it's a fucking Starbucks drink or going to get some new clothes, and you realize that this is not really what you want to do. If you do want to go do that, then go ahead, dude, right? I'm not here to judge or tell you what's best for you. But if you feel like, damn, I'm just not who I was anymore. I'm not who I was. I'm gaining weight. I'm blowing all this money. I feel like she's not respecting me. I'm not happy here. I guarantee you, you're actually probably more in love with the thought and idea of being with her, and as your friends and family and like the general public sees you guys together, you're probably more in love with that idea than you are actually in love with her. Okay, because love is supposed to be pretty easy. Yeah, you're gonna have your difficulties, and you're gonna freak out on each other, you know. That's going to happen, right? We all know that, but it shouldn't be a drag. It should be fun to be with that person. You should be complimenting each other. You should be growing together. And to be honest with you, I can't wait until I meet that girl for me, okay? But she needs to come stepping into my frame, my world. She's not gonna tell me what it is, okay? She's gonna come into my life to compliment me and add to what I got going on. I don't need a woman for validation. I don't need a woman to make me feel better. And you're gonna know this after you have gone through that. And if you haven't, then I think it's actually necessary that you do, you know? Get a girlfriend, do stupid shit, and then realize that this isn't all it's all cracked up to be, okay? If I'm with a woman, it's because, man, she's gotta be just the best, most fun partner to be with, compliments to my life, and just sprinkles this vibe in there all the time that I would need, okay? Or if I'm trying to start a family. But just to have a girlfriend, just someone that you go out with and, you know, go on these little stupid fucking dates, trying new foods, just to be with someone, just to get some consistent sex once in a while. Come on, man. You're paying for it, most likely, okay? It's a legal form of prostitution. It is. It's a legal form of prostitution. I don't know if you've heard that before, but it kind of is, okay? You're not paying her for sex, but you're helping her out with cash, you're helping her out with, you know, you're paying for the movies, you're paying for the dinners, if you're going somewhere, you're taking your car, wear and tear on your fucking car, your gas on your dime, okay? And most likely, she needs you more than you need her, okay? Unless she's paying for a bunch of stuff, dude, good for you, right? I've had that situation as well. Had a girl just pull out hundreds of dollars and just maxed out every ATM, and she's like, let's go to the next one. She gave me like $1,200 cash one day just because. All right, she was crazy. She knew what she was doing, you know, and I said, are you sure, and everything, but she was out of her fucking mind, you know. But anyways, you get what I'm saying. If you want me to make more videos like this, I will. I'd love to. I want to make what you guys want for the most part. I do have fun making videos about whatever the hell I want to talk about, but at the end of the day, this is for you guys, and I only talk about things that I have been through and, you know, just experience in my own personal life, right? My 33 years on this planet, spent, I would say, 99% of my life in Southern California, but I've lived in a couple other states and I've traveled to a couple other countries, you know, and those were great experiences. Honestly, the traveling has been the best experience, you know, of my life. Traveling, seeing new things, doing new things, meeting new people. It's so rad, you know. You could do so much fun stuff. So, man, just don't be dragged down by any kind of chick. That's the bottom line. That's all I gotta say. All right, thank you. Peace out.